Okay, we've got England captain Ben Stokes. We're going to start with the UK media as always, and then we'll open up to everyone else. Cameras, all good, yeah? All good to go. David Charles, go ahead, please.
Hi there. Ollie, short in for Mark and Rehan, through those changes.
So obviously Ollie's coming in for his first game of the series for Mark Wood. You look at the player that Mark is, especially with the ball, you want someone like that operating at 100%. His number one skill set, in my opinion, is obviously with how fast he bowls, and I think the effort in which he put in last week was monumental, and you want to be able to keep players like that on the field operating at that level. I think bringing Robbo in, gives us especially good options, especially from looking up this wicket. I feel like the spin's going to obviously be assisted, but I also feel that having two seamers, we still feel like we're in a good chance purely because of Ollie Robinson's release height and his relentlessness with his areas.
Speed volume that you're able to call on James Anderson, following one 5 days after, like Mark would a pretty onerous workload in Rajkot, doesn't it really?
Yeah, I think Jimmy's just. I think if you were to have an example for someone young who wants to set out to be a fast bowler, I think Jimmy Anderson's the one person who you want to be a role model. Not only the amount of wickets he's got, but the fact that he can keep going at his age, back in a very high workload test match last week to again 5 days later to still be fit and raring to go and feeling fresh as a fiddle. So Jimmy's wickets, his longevity and his age, I think is he's an unbelievable role model to all young kids out there who want to be a fast bowler when they grow up.
After a pretty random workload yourself yesterday, how did you wake up feeling this morning?
It was alright, not bad.
Are you any closer to finding out whether you will go and stuff?
Nah, I think it's just again, maybe not. Yeah.
We've got Chris and then Vish, please.
Hi there. Yes, you've taken a lot of the pitch this morning. You can change your opinion. What do you think?
No, I think there's a bit more grass taken off from yesterday. Obviously that you do expect the wicket to look different the day before than 2 days out, but I think the overall thinking and understanding of the wicket hasn't actually changed that much from yesterday.
Just got on Jimmy the chance this week to get to 700 test wickets. Tell us what his experience brings to the group, especially in conditions maybe where people are familiar with shorts.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's the way in which he operates everywhere in the world works. His game, his A plan is to sort of hit the top of the stumps and make the batter play as much as possible, and I think that's proof that wherever you go in the world that you're going to have good success if that's your sort of game plan. But I think as well the way in which, especially over the last 2 years, that he's also introduced new ways of operating. We've even seen him commit to bowling bouncers. We've seen him bowl round the wicket to right-handers, use his skills when the conditions sort of need that. I think, even saying approaching 700 test wickets as a fast bowler is incredible. But I think he'll know that, but I don't think that will be at the top of his mind for this week just because of where we're at the series.
Vish, go ahead.
Well, with regards to Shoaib Bashir coming back in, presumably it's similar lines to what you just said about Ollie Robinson, the release side, and the practice will pitch like that for being still over a wrist.
Yeah, and again, we do like to look at the pitch, 2 days out and 1 day out, because that's how we like to pick our 11. Because you want to give yourself some idea or some indication about what 11 you think is going to give you the best chance. And looking at that, I think there is going to be assistance for the spin. But I think also it looks like that someone like Bash, who releases the ball from such a high release point, the extra bounce that he gets, we feel is going to bring us more into the game.
Obviously, Rehan Ahmed played the first 3 tests. You're obviously a big fan of his. He's talked about how he loves playing cricket. That has been quite a lot of conversations. But he wasn't playing cricket this week.
And look, I think you look at what Rehan's had to go through, with the visa situation and everything like that. I think he's handled this whole tour very, very well. Someone a lot older than what he is. Obviously, missing out on games is always disappointing. But again, when we keep the selection process consistent as we do, and actually, give pretty in detail reasons as to why, it's it was understandable to Rehan as to why we've gone with that option. But look, I think the 3 games in which he's played, he's gone out and he's tried everything that we've asked of him as to why he's been in the team. I think any other team, he's batting higher than number 8. And I think the way in which he's taken the game on with the ball is something that I've been very, very impressive. Leg spinners, it is a tough sport. You can get put under the pump, but I think even last week, bowling at the 2 Indian batters who are obviously looking to get on with it, I think he'll take a lot of learning out of these 3 games, which will only progress his career, rather than not being the person involved in that situation, if that makes sense.
We'll go Will and then someone down. Speak up, Will, please.
Ben, you said you've never seen a pitch like this one. Is it important in those circumstances your team doesn't prejudge too much? Joe's gave too many ideas about how this game might play out, and it could be a pitch that doesn't.
Yeah, and I think, look, obviously we get asked about the pitch and we give our opinion, but that doesn't mean that we're going in with too many preconceived ideas. Pitch could be flat as a pancake, who knows? But if it is, we'll adapt to that. If it does, do more than what we think it is, then we'll adapt to that as well. I think we're a team in which we don't let those kind of, sort of conversations seep into what we do.
And you generally for your team, you think best bowlers don't worry about it. I think that's been about. Was there any temptation to think that?
No, you're right. I think having a player like Dan Lawrence in our squad is actually very useful, although obviously he's not played a part yet. But when you've got someone who offers you so much with the bat, the ball, and in the field, you can sometimes be tempted to just throw that person in because of how much that they can offer you all round. But I back all the players. We've seen backing players gives us success, we picked our 11 again, who we think is going to give us the best chance of winning this week.
From then.
How as a batsman challenges differ from batting on a fast bowling friendly wickets to a spinner type wicket?
If it's on a fast bowling friendly wicket, you'll face more of it. If it's on a spin friendly wicket, you'll face more spin. I guess that's the challenges of it, yeah.
Okay, we'll take a couple more. Gentlemen in the corner here, and then one more after that. Pass the mic down to the all the way down, please. Thank you. And then one more after this.
Has there been any conversations joining his having around rules and you also have across couple of ways.
Could you ask the question without the microphone? It's a bit muffed, thanks.
How are you feeling about your own batting and
I couldn't, sorry, we start again. I didn't get the start of it.
has there been any conversations with Johnny Bass who's in sort of the lenses with this and thoughts on how you're feeling about your own batting as well? You've been not been able to batting first this match, that match is probably you would have liked.
So what's the question?
The first part of it was have you had any conversations with Johnny Bass who's not been able to capture
What about
What is batting?
Okay.
Yeah. And on your own batting, how are you feeling?
No, none. As Johnny, if batters have a tough time over a short period of time, people come under scrutiny. But I don't look at it like that. I look at what Johnny's contributed for a long period of time since I become captain. I say that as there's money in the bank. He's a quality player. He's someone who's been very, very integral to what we've done. In terms of my own batting, you always want to go out and get more. I've felt, pretty good every time I've been out in the middle. But yeah, just sometimes if you think, I need to get a big score, you start striving for too much. But I'm happy with how I felt every time I've walked out into the middle so far in the series. Thanks.
Okay, I think we're done. Thank you.
Sweet. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.